Keep going. Right there.
There he is. We're at Bennett. We're eagle hunting, watching. We found one. He's been following the stream. Hello family and friends and fellow YouTubers, it's Kim here from Kim's Country Corner, and I am down at my brother Steven's in Lebanon, Missouri, and we have taken a drive down to Bennett Springs State Park, our favorite place to visit when I'm here, and we are looking for eagles. He likes to photograph eagles and I just like to watch them. And Bennett Spring in the off season, well actually they're here all year round, but especially in the off season you can see quite a few. So we'll just have to see what we see. All right, here we go. We saw one that's been following the stream.
In the tree, but he went that way. But I'm gonna go get my phone. I'm gonna sit here for a little while.
Okay. So we saw one that was following the stream, but Steve said he turned around and went upstream. But we're gonna sit and see if he comes back down. So
if you want to walk a little trail,
okay,
go up that way, however far you want to go. I'm gonna get my phone and sit here.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go walk this trail over here. Okay, so while Steve is down here sitting, waiting for the eagle to return to photograph, I am going to hike the Whistle Trail. And the total trail length is 1 mile one way. And they had the estimated hiking time is 45 minutes. Now, I believe this is called the Whistle Trail because it ends up at the Whistle Bridge. I doubt that I will go that far. We'll just see. So here we go. So to know that I'm staying on the right trail, we have red marks to help us along the way. Although I think the trail in front of me is pretty obvious, but it might get less so as we go. But as you can see, the trail runs right along the spring stream. It's the beginning of December, and it's probably, I don't know, maybe 45, 50 degrees. It's a little on the chilly side, but not too bad. No wind, so that's nice. I'm going to be quiet so y'all can hear the sound of the stream. Not only are the sights beautiful down here, but just the sound and the sounds. I can hear birds off to my left, the stream off to my right. This is a fairly easy trail so far. I'm not sure why they think it's going to take 45 minutes. I've walked this trail before, but We'll just see how far we get today. Gotta watch out for things like that though. Those will trip you up. We have a slight uphill grade. Okay friends, so I have a little bit of a tricky spot here, so I'm going to turn you off until I get across that low spot, because I do not want to go down that hill. So I'll be back. Okay, so there's the spot I just crossed. I don't know if you can tell how steep that is or not. You know, it's just a little bit slippery from being wet, but I did not want to go down that gully, so I am now on the other side. And the trail has now become safer and wider. I don't know if any of you that watch my videos enjoy hiking. If you do, please leave me a comment telling me where you like to hike and what your favorite spot is. When you're hiking in Missouri, you really have to watch out for things like this. I don't know if you can see that root sticking up. I mean, that's just like the perfect thing to get a foot caught in and trip over. So even as I'm camcordering, I am trying very careful not to trip on these roots. I know hiking here in Missouri is a whole lot different than the hikes we took when we were in Arizona in the desert. A lot flatter out in the desert. But I do love my woodland. I'm going to try to complete this trail tonight. Steve does not seem to be in a big hurry, so I have no one waiting on me. So I'm going to go ahead and try to complete this. It's only a mile. Look at this log, guys. Isn't that kind of cool? Now, if Steve was with me, he'd be trying to get out there on that log to catch a picture. He's always looking for a different angle. A lot of gnats right through here, though. That's just quite the sight. Oh, gotta watch for those roots, though. Can't be looking up all the time. Gotta look down once in a while. Look at the roots on this tree, though. Yep, looks like it just got pulled right out of the ground at some point in time. Oh boy. Okay. I forgot about this part. But I'm gonna, ooh, eagle. Let's see if he comes back this way. He's perched on the branch, guys. We'll see if we can get down there to him. I'm gonna try to leave you all on as I maneuver this, so that if he comes flying again, we'll catch him on film. Look at that, though. Okay. Look how close. I want to get around this bend up to those steps so that I can show you where he's at in the tree. All right. He's right up there in that bend. Let me see if I can get around here. All right, but I have to watch where I'm going because slippery slope here. All right, I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to try to zoom in on him. There's my eagle. Sorry, I'm shaky, but we're so far away. There we go. I'll try to hold steady. And he took off anyway. Alright, I'm going to pick up the speed here a little bit, guys, because I forgot how dark it gets so early now. Okay, but I'm happy to say I think we're almost there. So, I wasn't sure though, and I didn't want to get caught on that trail in the dark. Oh, this was a beautiful hike. And we got to see an eagle. Now we're away from the stream. The stream is way over there. And we're kind of right out in the middle of the woods. But our path is still nice and flat through here. And we're coming up onto one of their picnic areas. Look at these roots. Reminds me of how football players have to run between the tires while I'm running between the roots. Oh, so pretty out here. So peaceful, so quiet. Except for all my talking. Sorry, guys. I know I talk too much. But I enjoy talking to you, my friends. All right, and I was right, because right on the other side of this pavilion down there is the Whistle Bridge. Now, there's actually a trail behind the pavilion, so let's go down and hit that trail. So I'm going to go down and hit the trail at the Susie hole, and then I'll pick you up from there. All right, we are going to go down here to a spot called the Susie hole. And you're allowed to fish here at the Susie hole. But, so here's the Susie hole. And there's a little path that runs along the edge of it, of the stream. So we're going to go ahead and just hike on down through the woods here. We could just walk across the parking lot and get to the Whistle Bridge, but since I know that this little path is here, let's just take the path. There's spots along this path that fishermen go down to fish along the bank. Okay, I'm holding on to the tree here, guys, because I don't want to go down that embankment. I'm much better at hiking than I used to be, but I'm still pretty cautious. I still know my limitations. So, looks like we might have a beaver dam or a muskrat or something there. Some kind of a den. And they made the path to go up and around it. So, y'all see the Whistle Bridge up there? I'm pretty sure that's why this is called the Whistle Trail. We'll go down here and get a good shot at this. See the rapids? Hear the sound of the Whistle Bridge? Another log. Looks almost like a bench just waiting there for someone to sit on it. Path off the path. The story about the flood of '69. We were camped on this side over in there, and this side was cut off from the main park over there. And the only way to get out of the park was to cross this bridge. Well, the water was so high, it was going over the bridge. But they had park patrol officers in bright yellow raincoats tied to the bridge, secured to that bridge with flashlights. And they took one car at a time and drove between where the pillars are now. They used to not have pillars there. That used to be wide, but they have pillars. But about where the pillars are at is where the state patrol or the park rangers were standing. And the cars would have to drive between those park rangers with the flashlights to know where the road was at, to get to the other side, to get out of the park. And no sooner than they got the last camper across. I think there was enough room for maybe a dozen campers on this side. As soon as they got the last camper across is when the big rush of water hit, and they were able to get the park rangers and everyone safely out of the way. And I will never forget that. As long as I live, I will never forget my mom sitting in the front seat of the car, holding my brother in her arms, leading us with Hail Marys. She would lead the prayer, and my sister and I, who were sitting in the back, would finish the Hail Mary. And we did that prayer all the way from the time we hooked up over here and we drove across that bridge to the safety of the large parking lot on the other side of the big bridge. We said Hail Marys. I bet we must have said at least 25, 30 Hail Marys. My mom would start and we would finish. But we all made it out safely. There wasn't anyone that lost their lives in that flood. But I do believe it was that year that they decided to close off this camping and make it a park area. So let's keep going. See, from here you can actually see that same pavilion with the parking spot. In fact, let's go ahead and just finish up the trail here. They got a few different ways you can exit this. And so, another part of the story is we were camped right along in here somewhere. Okay, I remember that because of these two trees right here. And we were camped like right across from them. And the water was ankle deep because when we would step out of the trailer, we would step into water. And the high place is that restroom right there. You can see it's a little bit higher. So all of the families, the mothers and the children, all waited in the restrooms while the fathers were hooking up the trailers. And then as the fathers would get the trailers hooked up, there was like a caravan. And they would go over there and they would honk, and the wife and the children would go out and they would jump in the trailer, and that trailer would turn around and start coming back this way, and the next trailer would go up and honk, and the mom and the children would rush out. I mean, without even being told, it was like these dads just knew what to do. They told the mother and the children to go to the restroom. They hooked up the trailers and drove them in a very organized caravan type situation and would turn around down there and then drive out through here. And they would come out down here to the Whistle Bridge, and then once they would get down here, everybody would have to stop. Everybody would stop about right here, and those park rangers, God bless their souls, would, standing out in the middle of the water, would guide those cars across. I mean, not knowing when they might get swept away, when cars might get swept away. It was just an unbelievable memory, an unbelievable night. Now, look up here, guys. Look, we have a tree full of vultures settling in for the night. Look at all the vultures settling in for the evening. All right, and we made it to the Whistle Bridge. We finished the trail. All right, friends, well, I finished the Whistle Trail. I'm at the Whistle Bridge, and it was an excellent hike. Beautiful scenes along the way. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to know more about what's going on in my corner of the world, hit that subscribe button to Kilm's Country Corner. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye for now.